So I'm going to show you what a difference between a fisherman rib is and a 1x1 ribbing is, okay? And what I'm going to show you is how to do the 1x1, and then I'm going to show you how that compares. So a 1x1 ribbing is pretty self-explanatory when it comes to a rib stitch. It's a knit 1, purl 1. So knit 1, purl 1. Okay, this is a 1x1. All right, and typically this is how a fisherman rib starts, actually. Okay, because a fisherman rib is very close to it. It's a 1x1. All right, so it's a knit 1, or you can E-wrap. You can do the true knit, you can E-wrap, you can do any of those number of styles that you have the option of on the loom. Okay, so you just choose one and go with it. Okay, so knit 1, purl 1 is your 1x1, and that's typically row 1 for you if you're doing a fisherman rib. All right, and this is just a repeat, a constant repeat, one after another on the row, making sure that your knit stays on the same peg and your purl stays on the same peg. And you can actually use stitch markers in order to do this as well. Okay, so knit and purl, and then my last one's a knit. Okay, so you got to keep up with what was a knit and what was a purl. Okay, so my last one was a knit. Now, if you're doing the fisherman rib, now when you're doing the 1x1, you're just going to continue doing the knit, purl, always making sure that your knit is on the same as the previous row of knit. Okay, so you have to make sure of that. But now with the fisherman rib, it's a little different. Okay, so what you want to do with the fisherman rib is when you get to a purl, you're going to purl it, like always. Okay, but when you get to a knit, you're going to slip it, which means you're going to actually send the working yarn behind the peg, and then you're going to purl the next peg, and this is a fisherman rib. Okay, and I've done this with several patterns. All right, so we're going to go behind that knit stitch, and then we're going to purl the next stitch. Okay, so in a pattern it will say slip from behind or slip and purl. All right, and this is a fisherman rib, and this is the row 2. It's a 2-row set, so slip behind and then purl. So you could say that the second row is actually really fast. Purl, slip the next stitch. Okay, and then purl. Okay, and then slip and then purl. All right. Now the next thing is okay, that's your second row of your 2-row set. To start again on your fisherman rib, almost slip, almost slip that first peg, and I know that this is supposed to be a knit, and I slipped it, and you can kind of tell, if you're looking in here, you can tell there's kind of a blank space there, so you're gonna knit there. All right, and I'll tell you right now, if you E-wrap, it'll pop more than if you knit. Okay, so we're going to slip that first stitch, and we're actually going to knit and purl all the way over. Alright, so we're going to knit 1 and purl 1 all the way over. I'll show you another set of this patterning. Okay, and it's actually really easy, but it gives you just a slight alteration to a 1x1 rib. It makes it pop a little bit more. Alright, so this is the fisherman rib. It's classified as a brioche stitch because you are doing slipping in order to create a lift to a stitch. Okay, alright, I'm going to show you one more set. Okay, so I'm going to skip that first stitch, alright, and I know that my next one's supposed to be a purl, okay, so you're going to purl that. Now, you're going to slip behind that one, because it's a knit stitch. Let's see if I can get it to focus better. Okay, you're going to slip behind that stitch, and I apologize for all the noise. Okay, slip behind that one, and then purl the next one, okay? And then slip behind the next one, which is your knit stitch, and purl. So keep in mind, every other row, you're slipping your knit stitches, and you're always purling. And every other row, you're going to be knitting and purling. It's a 1 by 1, okay? And it should give you a nice pop of a patterning, okay? So go behind and purl. Alright. And as you can see, we are starting this up, alright? And that is the 2-row repeat of your fisherman rib. And if you're going circularly, that's a lot easier. You don't have to really keep up with as much of where you've slipped and purled and that kind of thing. And you can also mark your pegs, which makes it easier too. And you can see when you've slipped a row and when you haven't, because you can go back and kind of look at it and you can see that we've slipped it there, as you can see. So you know that you're going to need to knit. And this is kind of like this is in flat rather than in the round, but in the round it's just as easy. You're just going to slip from behind and purl the next stitch, okay? So this is how you do the fisherman rib, alright?